Brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 26, check 26. Shit. Got it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. That's Wallace. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Go. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 27. Touch 50. No gain on this defense. No gain. 22. Check.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
180. 54. He's tired of you gonna take.
On first down, it's Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Mike 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Rosen to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Quick, 280. Go. That's the pass. Check 13. Check 13. Good. Kill. Run left. Kill. Hustle. Good.
On second down, Wilson going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
To throw is Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 3rd down, Rosen. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down. It's Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Carson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Good job right there. Good job right there. What?
From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey! Hey, watch.
Now Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rosen now nearly perfect, 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
We play to win.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
56. Mike, 56. 56.
40. One left.
15.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that's complete to Lewis. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right there, 54 Mike. Come on.
From the 44, Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Rosen. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Who's the team?
Let's go, D.
12.
Hey, alert 3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. Check 9.
Again, it's Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Mike 27, Mike 27 over.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check pass. Check pass.
Good, good. 4 down. I got listen.
I got one.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Mike 27.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
Good job right there.
Get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Check hot route. Check 31. Check 31.
Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Check.
Right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Last stop.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Heavy on the edges.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out. Big Ed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Well. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
And watch that.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
14, Friday. Mike 27.
Hey, alert.
Hey.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about it.
That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Kill, turn it up.
Shit.
There.
They run again with Carson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, 0. Boot the team.
On 3rd down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Mike, Mike 5-4. We want this. 54, Mike, 54. Middle. 54.
On first down, it's Rosen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Rosen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Super team.
Check Mike 27. No chance.
Check.
Safety's creeping.
On first down, it's Carson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action here with Rosen. He finds Robinson. That's good for 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rosen off the play action. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing.
Rosen is stripped of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.